Have you ever wondered why you are barely making it through at the end of the month as you tackle your expenses, including your most basic essential needs? It's as though after doing the best you could, you still couldn't seem to make the slightest dent in your credit card debt. Budgeting is more than just cutting back on expenses and living on the cheap. When it comes to your finances, it's all about understanding, knowledge, smart choices, execution, and long-term commitment. If you're searching for strategies to effectively manage your finances, maximize the value of your money, and give yourself a shot at financial independence, then this video is for you. To lay out actionable ways on how to create, apply, modify, optimize, and stick to a budget plan. Here are the 5 top budgeting tips and tricks that you can stick to help you achieve your financial goals. Number 5. Calculate your household income on a monthly basis. Your income consists of active income from your job and passive income you may have on the side, including dividends or interests earned from stocks, real estate, or other investments. Consider the income of other individuals as well, like your spouse, who shares the family expenses with you. Include all family income sources and add them up for each month. Number 4. Get a handle on your spending. This will answer concerns including what your monthly bills are. Where does your dollar get spent each month? You may be shocked to discover that it might be used on items you can actually live without. Listing down your expenses will give you the chance to recognize and determine if your money is wasted on products your family don't really need. Expenses can be categorized as essentials. These include basic necessary needs like food, grocery items and staples, transportation costs, car servicing, utility services, school supplies, pocket money, household repairs and housekeeping fees. Commitments. Monthly obligations include house mortgage or rental fee, insurance payments including your health, car, home, and life insurance, personal and family entertainment. These include weekend or holiday activities, party celebrations, going to cinemas and musical events, subscription plans, restaurant dining, relaxation hobbies, sports and recreation. Number 3. Determine the actual cost on each spending. This is the challenging step, where some thinking and work will be required to ascertain that the most correct data is acquired. This will provide a dependable and highly accurate value. In this part, you must calculate the price of each item on your list and the costs they add up to in a month. Analyze if your monthly spending are in line with your monthly income. Draw a comparison between your overall expenditures and your total income. One of 2 things will be revealed to your very eyes. The first one will be positive cash flow, where your income exceeds your expenses. You can choose between spending what is left or setting it aside for savings and investments. Without further explanation, the wiser option is the latter, where you would make your dollar work for you by saving or investing. The second one will be negative cash flow, where the exact opposite happens. Your income is now insufficient to cover all your expenses. When you're faced with this, you have some reflecting to do and may need to eliminate some of your spending to have extra cash left to make ends meet. Regardless of which end of the stick you are dealt with, being aware of your financial situation is already one step ahead than being clueless. While this may provide little assurance and benefit to some, most individuals find this practice valuable as it sheds some light to where you currently stand in your financial situation. By having clarity, you will be able to take the necessary actions. This process will hold you more accountable and motivated to respond quicker to do the necessary steps in your budget. Number 2. Striking a balance in your budget. Even if you're negative for the month or barely getting by, regardless of how much you were able to set aside, balancing your budget will bring light to things that require immediate intervention. It will chart out a path for you by helping you to develop budgeting plans, objectives, and review your priorities, desires, and needs. This task may not be a piece of cake, but you can follow these tips to lift some burden off your shoulders. Determine the amount you have to eliminate from your spending. Identify areas where cuts can be made and be specific. Avoid getting rid of items you won't be able to live with in reality. While you need to make amendments in your budget, it's key to stay practical and level-headed. If you're not sure where to start, scaling back on items that require the least priority is a good place to start. Unsubscribe from your magazine subscription, since you don't have time to read them anyway. Do away with those cable TV channels that nobody watches because everyone is occupied on their smartphones and laptops. Practice resisting impulse purchases by stepping away and not looking back. Acknowledge your financial constraints and stick to your budget. Monitor every spending that is optional. It's advisable to make use of a handy notebook or even the notepad in your smartphone to jot down your cash withdrawals and impulse purchases. This will open your eyes to where your dollar bills are spent that you had no clear idea before. This process will guide you in allocating your money if some items in your budget turn out to carry higher cost. You'll notice spending trends and tendencies that may even catch you off guard. Before getting into number 1, don't forget to hit the like button if you are getting any value from this video. With that said, here is number 1. Take the future into consideration at all times. Your budget may have to be adjusted on a regular basis depending on the circumstances. You'll never be fully done, neither your budget will be totally fixed. Life happens, sometimes that's why it is wise to have a wiggle room in your budget. For more life-changing videos like this one, make sure to watch the next one as you will definitely find a ton of value from it. Thanks, and I'll see you again.